And we're back. By the way, I was going to throw up. Someone was not happy. The one text just said you couldn't bail out. He's like, okay.
Yeah. It's all been one-word answers from him lately.
Oh,
but I mean,
I get it.
I get it as well. I feel terrible.
So the reason we had a little hiatus, we had a few things happen, personal things, nothing terrible, just stuff we couldn't get around, and
life happened.
Life. It was exactly what it was. And so, but we're back. We're back and we're strong. Right, John?
I almost got lost on the way here because I spent so long.
You son of a bitch. You son of a
I almost forgot how to get here.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I deserve that. Most of this had to do with me and some issues in my family. So I do apologize. But
hey,
let's get back at it. Yeah, welcome back to the Jets podcast.
Anyway, think about that.
It's a lot of I mean, I'm going on a trip tomorrow. That's why we're recording today.
Where are you heading?
A golf trip.
Well, I figured.
Oh, yeah.
Where?
I mean,
West Virginia.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah, deep south West Virginia.
Ogle
the
Bay?
resort's at Glade Springs. It's like 5 hours away. Yeah, a little Deliverance is going to happen.
Yeah, boy, sure got a pretty mouth.
Boy, sure got a pretty mouth.
I might be driving right through there tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic. Well, are you driving through Athens, Ohio tomorrow? Because that's the first pit stop on the trip.
I would have to look at the directions.
Where are you
I'm heading down to Birmingham, it looks like.
For
some family issues.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing fun, nothing good. But I was looking at prices on flights, and I'm like, I might as well just fucking drive.
How long's the drive?
10 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's one thing
You got that mustache and that coffee, you're good.
I'll be good to go.
That's one thing I'm actually worried about is the fucking, not that we're going to get into that, but the fuel costs alone. Like, I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah. I'm like, this is going to cost me a shitload. It's going to cost me more to drive down there than it is to actually stay in the lodge that we rented for the whole weekend.
Right. Yeah. So I went out on a fishing charter out of Catawba on Sunday for walleye.
Yeah. How was that?
It was awesome.
Oh, I saw that you cleaned up.
Yeah. We like everybody around us. So that the charter we used, the guy owns, I believe, 6 boats. All 6 went out. His son was our charter captain. We limited out, and the most one of the other boats caught was like 11 fish.
How many did you get?
24.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Was
it first fishing trip of the year?
Oh yeah, I haven't been out, dude. I haven't been out on Lake Erie fishing since I was a kid.
Oh well, then that's a great. It was great good. Jump back into the pool.
We were talking to the guy as we were heading back, and just talking about costs of everything and whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, I got to go fill up the boat now, and I'm not looking forward to it." And he's like, I wish we could have be charging more for these charters, but on the flip side, everybody booked them so far in advance. The price was locked 6 months ago. They didn't know this was coming. So. Yeah. But he said it's going to cost, I believe he said around $700 to fill up his boat.
Each boat? Yep. So that's almost $5,000 a boat.
Yeah.
Like for the whole fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what my dad, he rents jet docks out. So he uses the money from renting the jet docks for fuel money for the summer.
Smart.
So.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, he owns our boat dock. So all he has to do is pay electric and water. So he doesn't have to pay every year. Like the dock.
Oh, the annual fee?
Yeah,
okay.
He just pays he doesn't have to pay to rent the dock. He just pays his electric and water and he's covered.
That's awesome.
So
it's good.
That was a good move several years ago to buy the dock.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, probably a big
one though.
When that one was almost open. Yep. Years ago, we had this grand idea that the guy that had his dock, which he's not there anymore, he sold it to somebody else. We had this idea years ago that Stipe was going to buy the dock directly behind my dad's because there's only a handful that are actually owned by the boat owners. The marina owns the rest. They rent them out every year. So he was going to get like a giant ass pontoon boat, and it was just going to be like a party boat that was directly behind the other one.
It would have been amazing.
So it would have been great.
We almost did it. It was like $10,000.
Well, he didn't. The guy though didn't sell the dock till just this past year.
Yeah.
So.
But you also figure even if it's $10,000, that's what I was going to say. It's a huge upfront cost, but it's probably $2,500 to $3,500 a year to rent one.
Yeah.
So in the long run, as long as you're staying there for 5 years, you'll make your money.
Yeah. It's usually like about $100 a foot.
Okay.
That's the way it goes. So if you have a 30-foot boat, it's $3,000.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
yep.
But we bought ours however many years ago, but yeah, like you said, for how long we were at that thing, at the marina, it makes sense. Plus, it's like a 99-year lease is how they structured it. So they sold They sold 40 docks, and there's like over 100.
There's a ton, yeah.
They sold 40 docks, and then they used that money to finance the building of all the actual docks. And so my dad bought his, and I think there's like 70 years left on it.
Yeah, it made sense for everybody.
Can you
Then
re-up it again? Like once you like.
What do you mean?
Can you
No, once it expires, the marina will then own it again. But who knows what's going to be there in 70 years?
Right,
so,
right.
But so we talking about having a good weekend, Jamie, while you had a good weekend fishing. So I'm going on this golf trip. I don't know if I said this on the past podcast because it's been so long since we had one.
It's just, this is going to be the whole thing.
Why would I? But innocent mistake. Sorry, won't happen again.
It will.
It probably will.
100%.
So we had it's 16 of us going. All of us went to OU. We said, hey, on the drive down there, we have to go through Athens, Ohio. So should we just get hotel rooms and go there Thursday night? And no one talked to each other. We all booked hotel rooms. So now we're going down and going out Thursday night, then going to have to wake up, drive the rest of the trip, like another 2 hours or so, and then play 18 holes of golf.
What time is that at your first round?
I think 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's not bad.
No, we should be fine.
So Athens in the summertime, what is everything open? Is it, obviously the kids aren't really there, but
they're not in school.
They just graduated,
right?
They just graduated last week.
Yeah, a week or two ago, which is great because I don't want to deal with that anymore.
Right.
And I haven't been there in 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So, that's been a long time. But no, it's actually nice because there's only the people that are there for summer classes there, which isn't a lot, and then the locals. So it's funny, all the local townies that still live there, they go to the bars where the students are normally at, in the summer, because they can't go there in the regular school year because they're packed with a bunch of young kids getting after
Whippersnappers.
I almost said whippersnappers, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be. As I drink this cup of coffee and hold it like an old man.
Yeah,
midday coffee to wake myself up.
Yeah, we are not young anymore.
Nope.
That'll be a good trip though. Are you guys down there? What is tomorrow? Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back Sunday.
Yeah. So gonna wake up at the first one to wake up, wakes everybody up on Sunday. You pile into the car and then you drive home.
Back. How many cars?
In silence. There's 16 of us. Me and one. I'm picking one guy up in Columbus, and then I think everybody else kind of coordinated. There'll be probably 4 cars there. Okay. It won't be bad.
Coming from all over the place.
That's Columbus, Cincinnati. I think there's some people from Pennsylvania that we know that maybe live Pittsburgh area that are coming down, and then us. So it's gonna be a good time. I see some of those guys once a year. So, and we have an annual tradition that we drink me and the one guy in the second day around, we split a bottle of Jack, while we play. And then you finish it by the time you play. So
I got to tell you, that surprises me. I thought you were going to say White Claws, but
I'm not a Jack Daniels guy normally. No. However,
do you get aggressive?
What?
Do you get aggressive and stuff?
No, I'm here's the best part about that. So a couple years ago, we were, I think we were I can't remember what state we were in. It might have been Maryland. I'm not sure. It's one of the first years we started doing it. And we finished the bottle by the 12th hole. And it's not a fifth or anything crazy, but it's a bottle of Jack Daniels. And so me and him are in the car together. We're drinking and having a good time. 12th hole, we finish it. We leave the bottle in the hole. We finish and everybody's hanging out. We get lunch. And then they're yeah, we're going to go down to the lake. We're going to do the little kick paddle things and go swimming and whatever. And I'm all right, I'm going to go put my suit on. I wake up 4 hours later and my drink is on the nightstand in the room next to me. I just went up to the room.
A little nappy.
I sat down for 2 seconds and just fell asleep.
Yeah.
I woke up 4 hours later and I was I feel great.
What size bottle of Jack are we talking here?
It's
it's a fifth.
It's
a fifth of Jack.
It's not a handle.
No.
Yeah, it's the normal bottle, a normal bottle. Yeah.
That's I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really impressive. That you put down a half of a bottle of Jack and you're still, a little 4-hour nap and you're functioning.
Yeah. Well, you mix it with a lot of Coca-Cola and
true. Okay.
Figure it out. So
figure it out.
But that hasn't. But I haven't done this trip in 3 years now.
This was an annual thing.
The COVID 2 years ago, and then last year I couldn't go because I was in Alaska.
Oh, that's right, Alaska. Yeah. So speaking of golf, have you gotten out yet, Stipe?
No, I was supposed to go today. I was invited, but I said no, I cannot because I have a podcast to do.
I don't know if today would have been a good day to go. It's pretty gloomy and rainy out.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, I'll be going out here soon. I know talked to the wife already about it. She knows the game. So it helps. My daughter goes to school.
Yeah,
all
for
day
too.
Too, so
Have you been getting any working on the simulator?
a little bit.
Nice.
A little bit. Do my thing. I've been so busy, man. I got mandated and got mandated, and I do a trade. And so the one day I worked, let's see, 24, 42. Out of 72 hours, I worked 60.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So we're 24, 12, 24.
Yeah, it's tough.
It is what it is. But and we're slammed the whole time. And what are you gonna do? But just it's life. I love it though. I mean, it's fun. But
What do you mean when you say you got mandated?
like I had to work.
Oh,
I
okay.
had to stay. Like the guys that are there, they got shift.
Okay.
If no one picks it up, you have to stay.
Oh,
Like if
okay.
somebody calls off sick,
call us
you have a
sick,
minimum staffing that you have to maintain.
I got you. So if you're already there, they
Yeah.
just tell you got to go.
Yeah.
That's kind of tough.
It's tough.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sucks.
we have the
I
same
mean-
thing in our place. It's
But then I'm sure there's probably a code within the firehouse that you make it for your shifts, right?
there sure should be.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Like, because you would be pissed if the shoe was on the other foot, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure it happens. Somebody gets like violently ill, and you can't do anything about it, and whatever. But I think for the most part, it's like if you can make it, you try to make it.
We're in a different world right now than the fire industry that I came up in, because for the last 2 years I've been telling my guys, like, listen, you have a runny nose, stay home, because we don't know, is it COVID, is it not COVID? We can't get the whole shift sick, so it's just a different world right now.
Yeah. Speaking of which, talking about fire department. So how about the last day of my shift, the last 24, the trade I did last Friday. In the morning, I was one guy I've been working out with. I'm like, yo, man, I feel like I feel big. I want someone to say something to me. I feel like this is improvement. And he's like, oh yeah, you look great though, man. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna say that, of course. And I'm gaining some weight, about 245, 247. So we get a call at Sky Zone, the trampoline place, for this dude to do this.
Always, man. That place is a fucking disaster.
So, mind you, an hour and a half-ish before that, maybe 2 hours, whatever, I did a leg workout, and it was terrible. Like I really couldn't walk. I was done because it was like a lot of jumping and weights. It was terrible. It was just horrific. And I like, man, I'm only getting bad, like, because I'm really struggling. Beep. Sky Zone. I'm like, God dang it. So I'm walking, I'm like stumbling through these like trampolines and trying to, so this dude dislocates his ankle. It's pretty gnarly,
Ew.
Yeah. It's all right. He'll be fine. He's a tough kid.
He'll be fine.
So
it looks bad though.
It looks I'd rather probably break it.
Yeah,
so
right.
Bad. It looks so bad. But he's a pretty tough dude. So anyway, we split it up another way. So as we're splitting him up, this was one of the kids that works there, probably like 19, 20-year-old kid. He's like, hey man, how do I look like you? Like, what's your workout regimen? You looking big. And buddy goes, who, me? He's like, no, him. I was like, I ate a lot of weed. He's joking around. And he was like, man, you know what? He's like, you look like that Stipe dude. I was like, you know what? I'll do you one better. I am that Stipe dude. He's like, no, you're not. And my LT was like, that's 100% Stipe. Like, okay. And he's like, no way. It was great. And it was fun. Good call. But it was tough, man. Didn't try to, like, we split it, but then we had him on like this reef stretcher. It's like a folded, like, almost like you take a sheet underneath them, kind of drag them. We didn't drag them, we lifted them, but it was so hard. And like, you can't, like, there's like little, like,
those little
pad
paths.
pad areas, like, which are worse to step on because, like, they're not flat. And so you think they are. So you have to walk on the trampoline, which is worse. Oh, it was horrendous. Oh my God, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Are you guys just supposed to splint it? Like, you're not supposed to try and like reset it, right?
We don't do that.
Stabilize it and then
because there can be more to it. There can be ligament damage. There can be broken.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's broken.
Handle the pain. Get them to the hospital, and they'll do some
pain meds.
Nice. They'll do some
IV.
They'll do some pictures, and they'll.
Why would you pull? I just noticed that.
So
Jamie just pulled up a bunch of dislocated ankles on the screen behind him. It's fucking disgusting.
I'm about to get an IV set. I'm about to do an IV, right? And they're like, hey, dude, I'm looking for an IV. He's like, I'm like, you all right? He's like, do you really have to? I'm like,
nope.
I'm like, not at all. I'm making my job easier. He's like, no. He's like, I'd rather wait till I get to the hospital. He's like, okay. You're getting pain meds, we could have went out this. It's
because he knew who you were, and he was like, no way this fucking guy's getting an IV on me.
You stop that right now. You stop the shenanigans.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, they are gnarly. I've been on a number of those.
Like the broken's not bad, but the dislocation, because they're like protruding out of the skin. Like, it's not exposed, but it just doesn't look right, and you're just like, wow.
So I know you guys you're a busy department, but if you ever get a chance with that to hang around in the ER and watch them reset it, it's something.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know.
It's something.
Well, we took them to a little further hospital because our one hospitals were next to us, but we actually went to the other one just because the one we usually go to was slammed.
Okay.
Man, let me tell you something. These nurses, they're dicks when they're slammed. Wow. I just asked a nice question, simple. Just
they don't want to hear it.
It's the worst.
They don't have time.
I get it, but guess what? I'm sorry.
Trust me, I understand.
Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I wasn't even rude. Like, no.
He was probably rude.
Really? Stop those lines. Anyway, so talking about hospital stuff, and so my son, he starts starting to crawl now, finally.
That's what your wife was just saying.
Yeah, he had a thing we thought maybe, I think, called brachial plexus.
Okay.
Happens in C-sections, and it's like your brachial artery gets like, it could get detached. It could be really bad, but his is like very minute. But we can definitely see it, and it's painful for him. But like, he was tough, he toughed it out. But man, he went and did a little physical therapy. Not even just kind of just get rotation, I guess. He moves it and everything. He just is strong, but man, the minute they did that, the next day he's crawling. I was like, what the.
Nice. He's enormous.
Yes.
So your wife said he's army crawling right now.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's coming.
I know, it's probably in 2 days.
You guys are fucked.
How old is he now?
He'll be 9 months in about a week.
You're gonna say he's pretty tall.
He's a big
Do you
boy.
see his feet and his hands?
Yeah.
They're fucking huge.
It's like a dog. How bigger his paws.
Right, exactly. That's my next thing, dude. He's, oh man, and then oh my God. And the problem is like Mila tried to crush him. She's like,
Yeah.
and then she's gonna let you loose. Not too bad, but she's a little jealous. Not bad, but
Yeah.
she's good.
My two are just being complete dickheads to each other lately, so that's what we got going on.
A couple more years of that.
Getting close to teenage years.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. That'll be fun.
As you guys know, my daughter spent some time in the hospital, and that's kind of what started the hiatus. And this one, like the third day, came home from school, and he's like, I got to ask you a question. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, is she going to be okay? I'm like, what are you talking about, buddy? And he said, Sophia, is she actually going to be okay? And he had this look of worry on him, and I was like, dude, like, she's going to be good. All right, she's coming home here shortly, blah, 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 blah. But it was nice to see.
Compassion.
First day home though, cats and dogs again. Just fucking Jesus Christ.
It's like the alpha territory. It's like piss that pissing.
Yeah, we're driving here actually, and he's like, "It's not fair that Sophia's allowed to get a monkey." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, I can't even get a fucking monkey.
He's like, "I just want to get a duck, but I'm not allowed." And Sophia's allowed to get a monkey. I'm like, "Where's any of this coming from? Like, what are you talking about?" Well, she said that mom said if she saves up, she can get one. I'm like, she lied. She's just trying to piss you off. Like that's what she does now.
Great move.
Yeah.
That's a great move.
That's the world we live in now.
That's a wife move right there.
No, the wife didn't say shit.
I'm saying that's what a wife would do, something just to piss you off.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's very true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of wives, girlfriends. Mm-hmm. So how's the summer going?
How both just turned.
Nothing, John.
Oh no, I hate that you both like slyly started looking at me as you talked through your story. Oh no, I'm dying alone.
We're trying to live vicariously through you, and it is a sad
Clap
existence.
them cheeks, son.
Let me tell you how my day went last Saturday.
Please.
It's not going to involve any of that because the point being is it's the summer of John once again.
It is. Yes.
I played a round of golf in the morning. It was wonderful out. Had some drinks while we were playing. Then I went with my friend to the patio, and we were sitting on a patio having drinks and hanging out. And that was like my day. And it was fantastic. You know what I didn't have? A hassle. So I was talking to, I was actually.
Was that one lady did a body shot off if it got hair stuck in your mouth?
No, different city.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Thank God. I haven't seen that lady in like a long time because she's like a regular, like.
Have you been back at that bar?
Local. Yeah, I've been back there since that happened like forever ago. But this was a different city. More highbrow. Gotcha. More high end. Yeah.
Body shots aren't happening.
No, that doesn't happen there. You need a reservation for this patio table. Ooh. So yeah. Ooh. No, but yeah, so I was actually talking to my boss, and he's been married for plenty of years. He has multiple kids, whatever. And he goes, I always tell people, he goes, why would you ever get married? He goes, it's the worst thing ever. He goes, just because you get a piece of paper, now all of a sudden you have to let somebody tell you what to do. He goes, what a terrible idea. And I was like, man, you're not wrong.
No. Words of wisdom.
100%.
So
stay away that's good. That. Summer of John.
Speaking of summer, Stipe Palooza changed locations.
Stipe Palooza has been canceled is what happened.
No, it's not. We got changed locations.
Yeah, well.
Somebody didn't want to clean up.
No,
what happened.
It was a little bit of both, but I get it. I thought more about it. It's not about me. It's about my kids, and their birthdays are in between. I'm in between my kids' birthdays, and we can't have 3 parties in like 3 weeks. That'd be chaos. My wife, I would get divorced.
I mean, you could.
We could.
But you would, she would be very angry, and you would be driven crazy.
We would have another hiatus of the podcast.
Never allowed to come over again.
Yeah, so we're changing locations, and we'll see. I think it'd be fun. Big, huge house, and
that house is sweet.
It's
and it's
amazing.
brand new.
Yeah. Is it? I didn't notice that.
It's like a new. It was like new on the. Well, it was like new on the.
Yeah.
How
site,
far away
like,
is it?
Whatever.
2.5 hours.
Yeah,
2 hours. So you guys come for one night if you want.
I think that might be the plan. We have to look. There's a lot fucking going on.
For
I
anyone,
get it, dude.
yeah. For anyone that doesn't know the story, we were going to do Stipe Palooza at Stipe's house. We were going to do golden tickets and invite people and put up big tents and play games and drinking games and pools. And,
we had huge plans.
Yeah.
I wrote it all out.
and now, and the kibosh has been semi put on it. It was
The general came in and just nice.
It was reverted to not reverted. That's the wrong word. I don't know. Whatever.
Relocated.
Converted. There you
And
go.
relocated.
Yeah, relocated to. We're getting a cabin in the woods about
we.
2. Well, I mean, I'm going. I
It's
got
the
an
royal
invite.
we.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you this. I got a text message from the general when she was looking at houses, and she said, "What do you think of this one?"
Oh.
So somehow my input, which means nothing and carries 0 weight.
So was it this one that she sent you, this house?
Yeah.
And were you like, that's awesome?
I didn't
love
even.
it.
I was busy. I think I was busy doing something, and then before I even responded, she was like, "Fucking, I'm booking
Booked.
it." Yeah. So, but we're staying at a cabin, or not? It's bigger than a cabin.
Yeah, the fucking place is
40 people.
big.
Sleeps 40 people. The thing's huge. But it's 2.5 hours away, so that's going to be a little getaway in August.
We leave Friday and come back Sunday.
Yeah.
And then
That's
sleep
good.
early-
I like that.
early-
I like that we're
early
only going. I like that we're only going 2 nights.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, 3 nights would have been.
My wife, there's no way my wife could be from the kids 2 nights.
Right, right.
Plus, we're still in the same state, which is good.
I think what I'm starting to realize too is that my ability to stay for lengths of vacation time is shorter. Not because of other responsibilities, but just the fact that I'm can't handle it. I can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, it
It's like
depends.
Vegas for me.
Yeah.
Well, so especially like this.
That's what
this
I was
is-
going to lead into.
Yeah, this is going to be a full-on party for multiple days.
Yeah.
And so if it's a vacation like that, yeah, I one day is my max. But our normal vacation, going to Canada in the middle of nowhere and on a lake with a
that's different. That's
which
relaxation.
we just booked
Yes,
for the first time in 3 years.
I'm
So
excited for you guys. That's a good week. Just chill, relax.
go fishing.
I finally saw a commercial on TV of Ontario trying to get people from Ohio to go and visit
Please
Canada.
come back.
Is it open
Yeah.
again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
they put stuff out there. They're
Do you have to have your test, or how's that going?
You know what? We have to look. So we're all fully vaccinated, but I don't know. So I haven't even really looked. I don't know if you have to have your card or if you have to have a negative test or if they're now just like, fuck it, just come back.
I think it's getting to that point that most people are just fuck it.
We're, we have to get passport cards. So we have to get
You
everything
have
updated.
passport cards now?
Yeah.
Instead of driver's license?
Driver's license doesn't work for Ohio.
Wow.
Ohio driver's license doesn't.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
They
so weird.
updated our driver's license several years ago. So
Well,
we
you
were
can
just.
get on your ID now, right? Don't? Can't you get a passport thing on your ID?
You're talking about the little star they put
Yeah.
on your ID. I think that's just for air travel.
Works. Yeah, it doesn't work for ground. So, yeah, it's all good though.
Yeah, I'm excited for you though. That's a good time. I know you was talking about.
Gonna take. There's a couple of really nice golf courses up there, and take the clubs up.
There you go.
Day or two by myself out on the. Although I took Little Man to play a par 3 for the first time a few weeks ago.
Where?
So
Did he enjoy it?
Where at?
he had a blast.
Yeah.
Where at?
Shawnee,
Where's that at?
Bedford.
That's where
reservation.
That's where it's at. I can remember. I knew it was somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah, it's also where I wound up yesterday after work by myself for 9 holes.
That's a very. Where's my invite?
It was a very last second thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The
It was just. It was. Hey, it was. It was.
just a weekend, right?
yeah.
Let's maybe next week we can find a day and we just go play night.
Yeah, when the weather's nice.
Like that. Yeah.
It's-
Yesterday was just another Tuesday, though, John. So
I have a feeling. Yesterday was really nice too. I have a feeling he's going to end up playing golf at some point, though. A lot of hockey players end up playing golf.
Yeah, he really enjoyed it. It was actually kind of cool to see. Like we've done Top Golf a bunch. He's really good at Top Golf. He has like this. He knows exactly his swing for that game. Which obviously isn't
As you
real
should.
golf.
But as you should, though. It's like anything you
he
do.
can rack up some fucking points.
Yeah.
But get him out on a real course. So the first hole was garbage.
So pissed about it.
And then the second hole a little bit better. But by the ninth hole, it was getting a lot better. What was that?
It was a notification on Stipe's phone.
Was that a ding that I just heard?
Don't worry, he's rusty. It's been a while.
That made me check mine. Has it been a while? Yeah, you're right.
But To go back to Stipe's point, and we were talking about length of vacation, he said that's how Vegas is with you.
Yeah.
Same boat. Like, and that's what made me think of
It's
that.
like 3 days, 4, depending if I don't drink one of the nights.
And 4 is rough.
That's 4, yeah.
When you fought Cormier the first time, we were out there for a bachelor party, a wedding, your fight. Yeah. Like, and as we left to go back to the airport on the way back, there was just a car imploded in flames on the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard. And I was like,
that's my life right now.
As my head's like against the window, and I'm like, I need to leave.
That's my life right now.
Get me out of this place.
I remember that one time, though, me and you, when you came for the Alowski fight. Remember we talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
We were feeling good after the night, and then we took that Jamba Juice. We just got fucking.
Yeah. It was like I put the healthy stuff in my body, and it completely counteracted.
Shut your face.
So, speaking of Vegas, the SUI and the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation has their annual softball tournament out there. So the Allison Rose Foundation, they had a couple of guys play in it and had a booth set up and all that. And they had these jerseys made, which are awesome, but they were out there for 7 days.
Oh, my God.
7
That's too many days.
Too many days.
How are their livers?
But not good.
Have you guys ever had to take a red eye back from Vegas?
Yes.
It's the worst. Yeah. It's always full.
Yes.
Completely full.
Yep.
And it just reeks of
my
like
wife,
despair.
When I was doing the Ultimate Fighter, my wife she was pregnant.
Yeah. Yep.
And she's flying home, and this chick like 2 rows behind and fucking just puked.
Oh my God.
My wife was like trying to move her feet because it kept sloshing.
Oh my God.
It traveled all the way up to my wife, 2 seats back, or maybe a seat behind her. But it was like, she was like, "Ma'am, can you do something about this?" And like. So then the one lady's like, here's a garbage bag. She said, "No, I got it. And she just puked.
Oh, my God.
They had the bag for you.
Like
just
she
puke
tried to give it to you.
Yeah. And just, you're too mean, too tough of a guy.
No.
When we were out there the one time, we were out like hanging out, pool party, whatever. And then obviously forgot. We flew Southwest, and 24 hours in advance, you have to check in for your flight.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a different airline flight. 24 hours out, you got to check in. Totally forgot to do it. So we wound up in like...
You got bumped?
Yeah, So you stay on the flight, but you get like the bare bones of seat selection.
Like F.
Last row, front of the bathroom. We're bouncing around on that flight coming back. We're just like
it was like zone F.
Miserable.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I didn't know there was zone F.
Yeah.
So speaking of the airline stuff too, like that's been another struggling issue. Mm-hmm. So I got that trip to Portland, Maine in July. Book our flight. We're supposed to fly like out of here first thing in the morning. I meet up with everybody in New York, and then we get on the same connecting flight, and then we fly the rest of the way. Yeah. So we all worked it out that way, and it actually ended up being the cheapest options. Get an email. They're like, "Hey, your flight's been changed. It's to this now." They had us like we were supposed to land at like noon in Portland, Maine. We were landing now at midnight, so we lose like the whole day. So we were able to rework it and reroute it. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, thank God we were able to fix it. But I was like, that would have sucked. We would have lost the whole day. Yeah. We would have been trying to like drive where we don't know where we are in the middle of the night. Yeah. Like that would have been brutal.
Well, I was supposed to go to the FDIC convention.
Oh, were you?
I was all excited. And then I'm getting ready for my flight and boarding like usual. And the flight leaves at like 8 o'clock-ish, whatever. Maybe, whatever. And all of a sudden, get on a plane, everyone's sitting next to us. It was great. We had this old, like, country Nashville dude. He was fucking funny, dude. But anyway, they're like, they start moving stuff around. I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, yeah, sorry, we overfueled the plane by 7,000 pounds. We have to move stuff around. I'm like this.
Overfueled it?
I've never heard that.
Me either.
Never
so
heard that.
They're trying, I guess they said, they're trying to move, like, luggage and all this. And people are getting pissed. The guy next to me starts running. It was funny. And like I get, like, he wanted to get home. His father just passed away. Like he was an older guy, but whatever. So anyway, I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, I finally looked. It was like 8:25, and I have to connect in DC, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make my flight. I'm like, I'm not sitting in DC all night, and then hopefully get there in the morning. Like, no, I just got up and got off the plane. Thank I did, because by the time I got off the plane, they didn't leave till 8:45, which they had another 15 minutes of taxiing. And then I looked on like the website. Yeah, my flight from DC to Indianapolis would left at like, whatever, 10 o'clock. That one didn't leave till 10:30 or didn't land till 10:30. So I'm like, thank God.
So I've never 100% would have missed it.
Yeah, there's no question. And I'm glad I did what I did. Game decision.
Were you able to get like vouchers or anything for what you missed?
It was awesome. They gave me like a credit and everything.
Where were you flying from?
Cleveland to DC to Indy. There's no flight.
Oh, you were gonna fly to Indy for FDIC?
So I was driving.
You're bougie as fuck.
No. I was originally driving. My wife says, I don't want you to drive because you're working the day before. I don't want you to be taking. I was leave earlier today. She's like, I'm gonna get you a flight. So she paid for a flight for me. I didn't ask for it. You can ask her when we go upstairs.
He's got to come with me to the outdoor patios next time.
Right?
You hang out. You can hang out with me in the outdoor patios in the nice neighborhood.
We gotta wear jeans that fit.
I kept saying that. He was making fun of my skinny jeans when I got here.
No, yeah, I don't care. I wear skinny jeans too, but bro, like pull them up. Your butt cheeks, they're flapping around, bro.
No, that's just there's nothing there.
That's what I'm saying.
You were sitting when I got here, so I can't make.
You'll
fun
see
of
when he
any of
gets
this.
up. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to start doing more leg days.
Don't apologize to me. I think
Stop
you
eating
look great.
twigs and berries.
That's fair. That's fair. He's not wrong. But yeah, you got to come out. Actually, I kept saying that when we were out there this past weekend. I was like, this is way too bougie for me. I'm like, this is way too nice.
Please,
I'm like,
you're the bougie of the bouge.
I don't know. I felt.
John can dive bar it too, though.
Oh,
I
he
love
can.
a good dive bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he finds a woman with a happy trail and everything.
Yeah, he's good at that.
God. So, but yeah, you got to come out. We got to go play. We got our whole things we got to do. We got to start
so many
We got to
things.
start recording podcasts again. Whole bunch of things we got to do.
There are a lot of things we got to do.
We're gonna do that chip challenge.
We do have to do the chip challenge. We really have to.
I'm so happy you
schedule
said that. It's been we were like we're doing the chip challenge, blah blah. Then like 7
months
weeks
ago.
went by.
They're stale now.
Yeah, we got to do that. We got to do that. You got to email. You got to message that guy back because I'm pretty sure there's a floating message from that guy there.
Okay.
And we have to sign a T-shirt and send it to him.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I mean,
all of those things.
Well, just you and I, Jamie.
We're gonna have to
sign it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
by the
doesn't
way-
want Stipe's.
No,
So,
nobody wants
so
to
we
do that.
actually, real quick, off subject, we do have polos.
Oh, is it happening? That's why I pulled this up. I also
Yep.
wanted to put it out there. July 8th, 2022. Allison Rose Foundation Party golf outing at Fowler's Mill. If you're local to this
That's
area.
a Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If you're local to this area, come on out and play some golf. Support a very, very good cause that is near and dear to my heart. I actually taught all day today at Berea Mid Park High School.
It's a big high school, isn't it?
Fucking enormous.
Yeah. Well, they combined them. That's why it was Bria Midbar to combine.
I could not. I'm never really over there. So I pulled in. It's really new. I couldn't believe how big it was.
Especially in Parma.
I've been in Parma.
I'm saying like they should combine all the schools.
Oh,
I'm
well,
saying.
that's a very hot topic.
I get
so.
that. I
Yeah,
get that.
the Allison Rose Party golf outing is a fun time.
Very.
Let me tell you from experience, because I karaoke late '90s rock by myself in the school bus on the way
In the
back,
bus
so.
on the way back. Yeah.
I'm
it's a good
excited
time.
when you guys
People
can
are
show
still
off your
talking
sweet
about it.
towels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
my
have to
towel
remember
is
to do
on my
that.
bag. I have it.
I'm so excited about that.
I used it today. I make sure to
Mine's
not.
folded up in the basement.
I make sure to
That's a lie.
not get mud on
is.
the part that says John's BFF though.
Yeah.
Gotta get
How about
that
the nut
clean.
sacks?
I'm gonna dunk the
Somewhere in my truck.
I'm gonna dunk my towel in the water, and it'll just gonna be the wet towel.
That's your wet towel.
I don't know.
I make you wet.
I don't-
Like that.
Wow,
That's great.
that was awesome.
That's a leap,
Great.
Yeah.
leap and a stretch. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It'll be fun to play with you guys for that. That's gonna be a good
We're gonna be
time.
matching. It'll be great. And we'll have our fourth, Tommy. He'll be with us.
How's Tommy doing?
Doing great.
Good.
Tommy picked me up because he's a good guy and a good friend. A flag from Augusta when he was down there.
Did he
Well,
really?
you got me a hat from there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I
He
talked
didn't
to.
get me shit.
Well, he told me he was going, and I asked him kindly if he could get me something from
Okay.
Weird.
from the store.
John's looking to get something.
I paid for it. So
makes me unhappy.
But he sent me. I sent him a couple of things I was looking at, and he said da da da. I got you the thing at the whatever. So
As soon as I walk out of here, he's getting a strongly worded text message.
what?
He met John Daly.
That's awesome.
Oh,
like-
he met
I was
him.
like,
He met him at Hooters, didn't he?
Oh, my
Or the
God.
tent. He met him at a tent or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Augusta, yeah.
He sent me a picture of that too.
I was like,
That's
you
fucking
son of a
amazing.
bitch. I was like, I'm so jealous right now. That guy's a goddamn legend.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's like, hey, I got cancer. It's cool.
the fact
He
that
doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
the
Doesn't he
fact
have
that he
a-
does a signing at Hooters like across the street from Augusta
Every
National
year.
is one of the best things
Every
ever.
year. Didn't his son just get a deal with Hooters?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yep.
he signed an
did the
NIL.
yeah.
NIL.
Yep.
So it's a topic for another day, but these NIL deals are turning out to not be
Good.
Well, they're having a hard time because schools
They're not regulating them.
Boosters are using NILs to steal kids from other schools, so there's a huge tampering issue.
The transfer portal is a shit show right now.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's going
Every
everywhere.
fucking sport in college. It's crazy.
Which you knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like look at Oklahoma and the kid moved going to UCLA, or was it UCLA, right?
Yeah, the kid left, and the coach left, and then the quarterback followed.
Wait, no, he went to USC. Sorry, USC.
Yeah, USC. Sorry.
Yeah, it's again, topic for another day.
Knew that was going to
do a little research on it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. What else do we got, guys? It's been so long. I feel like we missed so many topics. The one that was popping in my head coming here was Twitter.
Elon Musk
I don't know why I was looking at you.
Elon
I was
Musk.
like, you say Twitter.
Elon Musk purchasing Twitter, maybe.
Maybe there's a whole lot of stipulations with that.
A lot. It's the more and more are coming out. So
I think he's gonna get it.
interesting. I don't know.
I don't know if it really matters. I don't think he's going to drastically change anything. I think it's just a property for him to own that'll continue to make money through ad sales.
I get it. That's true too. But at the same time,
One of the things he wants to do, I didn't mean to step on you.
No.
One of the things he wants to do is get rid of ad sales and make it a subscription-based service. Smart. Maybe.
I think it's going to fall off.
I think so too. Yeah, I think if you got to pay for Twitter, people are going to be like,
people are going to fall off.
There's plenty of other options that are free.
I thought he was doing more of a freedom of speech thing.
You're going to see
That's what he
Facebook.
says.
You're going to see Facebook surge back to the top.
Right.
All these people are going to be like, I can just post my thoughts on my Facebook.
That's it, and I can use more than 140 characters.
If you make it a private or if you make it a subscription based thing, don't be surprised if old Mark Zuckerberg creates a feature on Facebook or through Meta, which is now what that's all encompassed in, is we're going to have a Twitter like feature, and then it's going to be the same exact thing, but through Facebook's stuff.
Goddamn inflation.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. I'm dreading the cost of my drive to Alabama.
Bro, I literally driving to work yesterday. I looked, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's expensive.
Do you know how much a gallon of gas costs right now?
$4.50.
The same as my caramel macchiato.
Oh my god!
At Dunkin' Donuts
caramel
and or
macchiato
Starbucks.
bullshit. Too bad it doesn't run on your caramel macchiato. I'm waiting to see what it is out of state. We live in a cheap state.
Yeah, we do actually.
So,
for you, it went down. I was saying, I'm like, start going down. Okay, and all of a sudden I look, I'm like, what just happened?
Did you see Krispy Kreme is running a special on like every Wednesday? I don't know if it's Wednesday. It might be a different day, but they're running a special every like one day a week where the cost of a dozen glazed donuts is the same as the national average of
gasoline. Are you serious?
Yeah,
it's amazing.
So a dozen donuts, if it's like $4, it's $4 for a dozen glazed donuts.
I'll be going there all day.
I will smash
the things I want to do to this.
How many Krispy Kreme glazed donuts do you think you could eat in one sitting?
Box.
Just a whole box? Do you think you could go over a whole box? Over a dozen?
I never tried.
You have eaten a whole?
Yes.
Oh, all right. He's like, I could do a whole box. Like, you're so confident.
I think I could put down a box.
Yeah. Especially just fresh too.
Yeah. I think
that glaze is right down your face.
As sad as this is,
Krispy Kreme, if you want to be a sponsor of the podcast,
come on, bring it. As sad as it is, I could probably go more than a box, but I would feel so fucking guilty about the box that I would force myself to stop. Yeah. But you can put them down.
But
they're light.
You know
and
what I
they're
had
fluffy.
a couple days ago because I was just feeling I got Taco Bell. Right.
Yeah.
It's wanted. I mean, very, very,
so
very long time.
Got to go to the border.
I got the Cinnabon.
Oh, wait, did you get the little
yogurt
balls?
Filled, yes. Oh,
have you seen these?
No.
I've never had them.
They're like little dough balls. They're cinnamon.
Really?
Sugar and cinnamon, and inside is like this hot flavored yogurt.
They're
cream. It's amazing.
It's just I think it's their glaze, like the Cinnabon glaze.
I don't know. It's fucking amazing.
It's so good.
I got to look these up now. Those guys right there.
Oh my!
Yep.
Do they squirt in your mouth?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sometimes just squirt on my face.
I think Taco Bell sells like a Cinnabon
they have 12
iced
packs
coffee.
Don't listen to 2-pack. They have 12 packs. That's the way to go. The 2-pack's just a tease.
Speaking of Taco Bell, also in the news, they're bringing back the Mexican pizza.
I heard about this.
A lot of people are very happy about that. Yes.
I want to bring back the Frito Burritos.
I don't think I ever had one of those.
It's literally like beef and cheese, and they threw Fritos in it.
It's amazing.
I just like that they're like, what properties do we own that we can stuff in a taco?
They're like, hey, you use Band-Aid. Fuck it.
I gotta tell you,
Johnson & Johnson now owns Taco Bell, so it's the Band-Aid taco.
Whoever came up with however to make a tortilla shell out of a Dorito was fucking genius.
God bless you.
Dude, they're so good.
Right there.
Do you know what's funny is whoever probably came up with that idea, like is just like somebody that works there. Like
Yeah,
they
you're
somehow
right.
have not climbed the ranks.
Right.
They're
Yes.
like, oh, I'm just the guy who made the Doritos.
Still making
Locos
minimum
taco.
wage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, he's the guy that like works on the assembly line, is the one just smashing together like pre-made tacos.
He was actually at lunch and he got Dorito dust all over his fingers, and he was making the tortillas, and somebody was like, "This is delicious."
You know, I think we've come a long way. The invention of the wheel, the typewriter,
Fire.
Fire, Doritos Locos
Tacos, yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, yes, a lot of smart people in this world.
Well, listen. Well, I think it's for I think I'm excited.
So, who are we going to get as a guest? What are we thinking?
I don't know. We gotta sit down.
Put some
this week.
feelers out there.
Yeah, this week we'll start hammering more. We'll do more. So
I think it's time to focus a little bit on some MMA.
right now,
No, just,
Okay.
moving forward a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, I just put you under the spotlight a little bit.
I gained 15 pounds
Oh,
for
why?
no reason.
Why?
No reason.
No reason at all. It's
So we
okay.
get big.
I don't believe you, but okay.
Anyway, great show today, guys.
We'll talk off air.
Yes. John, could you lead us out, please?
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We are happy to be back. We would also love to hear from you. You can reach us at the.jabs.podcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Jabs Podcast. You can find Stipe on all social media platforms at Stipe Miocic. You can find Jamie at Mekalek, Mekalek. You can find me at JP Chubak. It's like Chewbacca without the CA. Also, look for our video of the podcast on YouTube. We promise we'll start getting more content up there. We'll try and do a video when we're at the golf outing. We're going to get the chip one up there at some point. We hate Rick Russo. Always have, always will, despite the gap in the podcast time here. And thanks for listening, everybody.
Have you been practicing that
No,
at
I
home
just
this
did
whole
that.
time?
He's in the mirror.
Just
That was
He
like
touches
first,
his mirror, he touches-
dude.
first
He
time.
tucks his ear between his legs. He's like,
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not even going to bust balls. That was awesome.
I'm very surprised I got through that without screwing that up.
proud of you, John.
I'm actually very
proud
proud
of
of
you.
you.
I screw it up when we record on a regular basis.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Hey, enjoy your trip.
I will.
All right, fuck you guys.
Toodles.
Later.